Hello everybody, back here again for a vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 18th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Excuse me. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Pups got me up early. It is what it is. But yeah, I got up and around, got the dogs outside, got them taken care of, and then from there, went and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, and thought about the fact of how grateful I was that I canceled those other two dogs and sent them home, because holy crap, they were like a menace, just absolutely going to be hell. And I still just flabbergasts me when owners will just straight up lie to you on the phone. It just makes no sense at all. And I was like, holy crap, my day would have been so much worse with them here. But I got around, wife got up and around, so I got back in, got the dogs fed, got them medicated, all the fun stuff that comes with this job. And then from there, was able to get a couple other things done. Wife got a few things around. She was going to make up some cookies. She bought some pre-packaged cookies a while back, and she looked at it before she baked them and realized that they were already past their usable date, or we want to call it best by date, because I don't think there's actually an expiration date on it. But she did not want to take the chance of making them and taking them to the gathering. So she's held it. She decided she's going to run to Publix and just buy some stuff and do it that way, which was fine. I thought she was going to leave before she, on the way, and she wanted to go now. I'm like, that's fine. That makes you feel more comfortable. So you're going to lose a lot more time, where on the way there, you could just stop at the Publix. You'd lose 7-10 minutes, where here, it's going to take you, I don't know, at least half an hour, probably 45 minutes of your day. But if you feel more comfortable, and she goes, yeah, I feel way more comfortable. I'm like, cool, do that then. So she headed over and got ended up with, I don't know what she bought, truthfully. She bought some cookies and some other stuff. I'm not really sure what it was, but she got back home. She hung out there until it was time to leave. And I had another dog getting dropped off. The one that was here for daycare yesterday, that needed to go for daycare again today, she got dropped off, and they were getting dropped off about the same time my wife was leaving. So it was right there on the same time frame. But we've watched this dog a bunch. It's super smooth, super easy to deal with, and it works out really well. And they're so easy to deal with. I remember one time years ago, I was having to, I'm pretty sure, take my father-in-law somewhere to a doctor's appointment or something, and everything was good, and they were running behind, and it was getting later and later, and I'm like, hey, if you just want to pick up after I get back from the doctor's appointment, the dog can stay here, it's fine. Or, since I'm going north and you're coming south, why don't we just communicate with each other where we're at, and I'll just stop on the side of the road and give you back your dog. And she goes, yeah, that works, because I was going to take the dog with me anyway to the doctor's appointment. And I said, I can drop it off to you on the way back, or meet you somewhere. So we literally met each other on the road, pulled over, and gave him back the dog, which is super odd. You would not think that's a common practice, but they're awesome clients. So those are the dogs I love, the people I love that I work with, unlike the ones I kicked out Friday night. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's complete honest people, as opposed to the ones who just completely lied about everything. So went ahead, wife headed off to, it was a memorial celebration for some family members that had passed away, that they'd had small little services, but the big chunk of family had not been able to get together and have a large gathering. And they had someone else recently pass away that they decided to put this all together. So that's what they did. They basically did it. Her son actually had flown back in with his girlfriend from one of the Dakotas. I'm not sure where they were, but they came back and also were there. So wife and father-in-law, they ran up to it. They were there for a good chunk of the day. It was outside at the park, and we are right now facing a massive, strange early heat wave that is not typical at all this time of year, but it was 95 degrees. So it was definitely warm for them. It was not the best of it, but it was all good. So they ended up with Publix fried chicken, I think, and I don't know what else they had, but everybody had a bunch of dessert. They had a wonderful time. She texted she's on her way back. I said, great, everything's good to go. And then when she was getting back, the owner was on her way back to pick up the dog that she dropped off. She made it back from Mayo Clinic. Let my wife know, I'm like, hey, they're getting here about the same time you are, so they're gonna be in that same time frame. She's like, yep, not a problem. And then ironically, they both pulled in almost the exact same time. My wife pulled in, and she pulled in right behind them to pick up her dog. And my wife was concerned about putting the car in the garage and whatnot, because of the fact that with the doors and having a dog get out, and didn't want to have me, she was overthinking it, which is awesome. I love that. So she knows I'm very picky on what doors get open when and all that kind of stuff. and didn't want to have to mess with it. So she just put the top up on the car so she could have better air conditioning, because she didn't want to sit out there in the heat and the sun until we got it done. And then I walked out, gave it back to the dog. It took a minute, like it doesn't take long at all. We chatted for a few moments, and they headed out. Once they left, wife went in and put the car away. Everything was good to go there. We chatted a little bit about how her day went, and everything was good. Dogs are just chilling out, having a great time. Everybody's having fun. And then while she was gone, also, I had one of the dogs, I deliver it and pick it up off and on from them. So I had to take the dog back, which I did about 1 o'clock or so. So I had separated the dogs out so they weren't getting roughhousing. And the one I was taking back was one that stirred up 95% of the roughhousing. So I didn't really know what to worry about. So I'd ran her back and dropped her off. That all went smooth. Now I got back. The second dog, we're down to 3. Super easy chill out dogs, and they're good to go. So decided I was going to get my run in, talked to my wife, and told her kind of where the dogs are at and how they're doing, and she was all good with it. So headed out, got my run in, got back from my run, asked her if she didn't mind. With the dogs and that, I was going to go ahead and mow another part of the yard, because I've got a lot of yard between the multiple houses I take care of. So went ahead and mowed another part of the yard. It's hot as hell, get out. Holy crap. I was already sweaty and gross, so thought it ain't gonna hurt anything to mow a little more. So went ahead and mowed, and I should have done that early in the morning, but it was heavy, like the grass was still wet and stuff. It's thick. And we finally got rain, so now the grass grew really a lot. So I flipped the mower over and washed underneath it, and it's just clumping up. A lot of grass buildup in the deck. So we got it cleaned out, finished the mowing part of the yards. Not all of it. We got part of the yards mowed, and then got the mower all put back away, got everything put up. And then I've got my sidewalk is sinking in one part where it curves from the front door around to the garage to the driveway, and it's got a low spot. And if it was pavers, I'd pull it out, reseat underneath it, and then go from there. But it's not pavers, it's concrete. So, and I don't know if I like the idea of having like just a paver drive, like a paver walkway, and not the full driveway and stuff. So don't know if I'm going to try and fix it myself. I don't know, but it will hold water a little bit. As I was hosing off the mower deck, I didn't think about that fact, and I dumped a bunch of grass there on the mower deck. So I'm like, well, maybe if I dig like a channel, and I think what I might do is I might try to do a little brick layer along each side of the driveway, the sidewalk, to create more of a drain, to help it get away from there. Because even when it rains, it doesn't take a lot of rain to fill up, because all the rain comes off the corners of the house, that spot, like the little valley there. So I not only mow and all that stuff, I also digging a trench. So definitely not the most attractive looking thing at the moment, but it helps the water drain away at the moment. So that's what I'm mostly after. So still gotta really look at that and figure out what I'm gonna do with that sidewalk, because I gotta do something with it. I might have the concrete guys, they're building my garage and doing my driveway, which we don't know if we're doing the slab, the driveway the same day, or if we're doing the slab first and come back to the driveway after the garage is done. Don't know which, but I might talk to those guys. I'm gonna probably have them pour me a concrete slab for my hot tub as well, which is then, throw him $100. If I frame it out, he'll pour it, which I'm like, that's awesome, that's cheap. And then I might see how much he would charge me to do a little bit wider and nicer sidewalk and raise it up so it's a little more higher, so it doesn't always have to walk through water when it rains. So since I'm already gonna be here, it should be a lot cheaper than bringing the guys out, because you're looking at $1,500 almost to show up any day nowadays for concrete work. So, but if they're already here, if I can get it done for say $500, $1,000, I might just go ahead and patch up and raise up that concrete sidewalk and get it over with. So, but yeah, got that done, then headed back in, get myself a shower, figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. And we talked about possibly getting Chinese, talked about all kinds of other stuff, and settled on leftovers. So she had the loose meat sandwich, and I had Sloppy Joe's, which I had less Sloppy Joe than I thought I had, but she still had loose meat that was left. So I did up some tater tots in the air fryer. While those were cooking, I went ahead and fed all the dogs, got them fed and medicated and all that good fun stuff. Then mixed in leftover her ground beef with my Sloppy Joe mix and my tater tots and a little bit of honey mustard dressing on it, and had myself almost like a casserole, which is a mixed bowl of tater tots and meat. So damn good. And she had her loose meat sandwich, again, no barbecue sauce, no mustard, no nothing, just cheese and meat. And she's like, this meat is so much better tasty than otherwise. I don't need barbecue sauce and stuff. So that's a great sign that she's happy with our very expensive cow purchase. So, but yeah, super excited about that. After that was over, watched a little bit of Arrested Development, headed back out with the pups, hung outside with them, and basically chilled out the rest of the evening. and enjoyed a beautiful, beautiful day. So that's all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.